Bushnell, industry leaders in high-performance sports optics. Federal Premium Ammunition, every shot counts. Savage Arms and Stephen Shotguns, the definition of accuracy. Gold Tip, the toughest arrows you will ever shoot. Damn straight. King's Camo, wherever you hunt, King's has you covered. Westside Stores, your outdoor sports authority. And these other fine sponsors. This week, the Bushnell's Trigger Effect team is hunting coyotes in both British Columbia and Manitoba. Over the past few years, the team divides into east and west and has a small predator challenge to see who can harvest the most coyotes. Populations of coyotes is very high in both provinces, and predator control is an essential service conducted by hunters for dairy farmers, ranchers, and landowners. So, enough talk, and let's head to Manitoba to join host Kent Michie as he kicks off the 2017 Predator Challenge.
Hi folks, thanks for joining us here at Bushnell's Trigger Effect. This week we've got kind of a neat episode. Dean and I have a little bit of a friendly competition going on, a little east-west competition. We're targeting coyotes this week, and Dean's going to be hunting out in British Columbia for coyotes. I'm going to be hunting here in my home province of Manitoba. We're equipped with the exact same stuff. We have the Alpha Dog, Primos Alpha Dog game calls. We've got the Model 16 Savage 22-250 shooting the federal ammunition, topped off with the Bushnell Elite scope. So we're pretty much matched up that way. Let's just see who can bring down more dogs and bring more in. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get out in the field. Let's get the game call set up and see how this pans out this evening. Hopefully we can bring in some dogs. Settled in here beside a stack of round bales. I've got my Primos Alpha Dog set out about 70 yards in front of me. It's a good spot here. We're down in a little bit of a hollow, so we've got plenty of fingers of willows running into this hollow, so hopefully we can call something out. We'll just sit tight for a couple minutes, let it settle down, and then I'll start my first set. The Primos Alpha Dog has got him howling off to my left here. There's a coyote. I just saw a coyote come over a small little hill and drop into a low spot. So it might show up here very close. Well, I was sitting in those bales behind me there. Like I said, these coyotes kind of surprised me. They come up over the hill fairly close and had to quickly adjust to make the shot. But I'm pretty sure I put the smack down on that one coyote. So the mate is down across the other side of the field looking back. So obviously the one that I shot at probably didn't get too far, just disappeared behind the hill. So let's go over, pick up the trail and go pick up this coyote. Well, there's a really nice big Manitoba coyote. It's mid-January. They're in prime condition right now. That was a perfect setup. Those coyotes came right in. So it looks like Team Eastern Manitoba is one up. So now let's go to BC and see how Dean's making out.
Stay tuned for more hunting action with Bushnell's Trigger Effect after this commercial break.
Combine a singular mission with a revolutionary design, and the result is something extraordinary. Match-grade accuracy. Devastating performance. The industry's best components, tested twice as often as standard ammunition to meet our tightest specs. It all comes together to become something more than a cartridge. Federal Premium Trophy Bonded Tip. Surgical precision. Terminal results.
They've got the eyes of an apex predator and a body that could tie a crowbar in a knot. They're razor sharp and built for blunt force. Precision optics that can chew up and spit out anything Mother Nature can dish out. The new Legend binoculars by Bushnell. Available in 3 series, all featuring patented Rain Guard HD. They're bright and clear and built for conditions that are anything but. Only by Bushnell.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Hunting Consultants Plus. More than just a booking agency. Now let's return to the action with Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Hi folks, welcome back to Bushnell's Trigger Effect and our 2017 Predator Challenge. I'd like to throw a huge congrats, and it's no surprise Mr. Mickey is first out the gate on the Predator Challenge because he loves hunting those Manitoba coyotes. However, Jason and I are hoping to close the gap on him. Our first day was somewhat epic. We were contacted by a local dairy farmer in North Okanagan, British Columbia, who said he had a coyote issue, and we had no understanding of what he meant by that. Part of the reason I'm doing the intro here in my hunting room is because we showed up on site, we opened the doors, and the dogs were going ballistic. We immediately threw up our Bushnells and we were spotting coyotes all over the hillside, and we knew that we had to get in and slip in as fast as we could and hopefully be able to connect on one of these British Columbia coyotes. So let's head out to the field and see how Jason and I did on our first morning in the 2017 Predator Challenge.
There we go, there's a dog down. We come here this morning, got set up, and we were getting out of the trucks and heard these dogs howling up on the hill. And as we were coming into the field here, saw the 2 of them come through and run off, and then saw 3 more come in. So, man, what a set. There's still 4 dogs in here. There's one on the skyline right here right now, so. Coyote down. We got in here this morning, got set up, and had some dogs on the hill right away. So snuck in, got it set up by the pipe there, and we watched these dogs play around. This one finally come down and give us a shot. And boy, this Savage 10 what a combination with Federal Premium Ammo and my Bushnell LRH scope on here. I mean, hit them right where I needed them, put them down, clean and ethical. Couldn't be happier. Let's go get another dog.
Well, Jason, as usual on Predator Challenge, Mr. Michie is first out of the gate. I mean, he got a beautiful dog, but I think we're on his heels.
Yeah, we got him caught up today. We come here to a dairy farm pretty close to where we live and got invited out here. They said they've got lots of dogs in the area, and you know what? We come out this morning and we saw 7 dogs this morning.
I know, it was incredible. I mean, it's definitely a family unit. It's 5 sub-adults with the 2 mating pair. That male is a big dog. They booted out on us first thing, but boy, you put the hurt on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were playing around that side hill and we couldn't get a shot at them up there. And then this one come down, went back up, and come back down again. And you know, you squeaked at it and it stopped in its tracks, and I put it down right there. So, yeah.
That's right. Well, Mr. Michie, that evens it up at 1-1, so you better get your Savage dusted off because we're going to pass you soon.
Yeah.
Bushnell's Trigger Effect will return shortly after this commercial break.
With the lightweight configuration of the Savage MSR-10 Hunter, you can be ready for any scenario, so you can enjoy the journey and the trophy. The MSR-10 Hunter. Savage. Better comes standard.
Don't let fouling and buildup kill your gun. Keep a medic on staff. Gun Medic cuts through the most extreme fouling to breathe new life into your shooting session. It's like 911 for guns. Gun Medic, new from Hoppies.
For more information on Bushnell's Trigger Effect, visit our website or Facebook. Now, back to the action.
Well, it's 5:30 a.m. the next morning. Got all my coyote gear packed up and put into my coyote box I throw in my truck. Just wanted to throw a huge congratulations out to Jason for anchoring that coyote, enabling us to tie the Manitoba boys 1-1. We're gonna head back out to the dairy farm. We figure there's at least 6 coyotes left there, and we're gonna try taking a lead on Manitoba for the first time ever in a Predator Challenge, so let's see how we do.
Well, we've got our first coyote come out. He's just over 200 yards. But unfortunately, my shooting angle is going right at the landowner's house, and I'm not going to take that shot. So we'll just keep an eye on him, and hopefully he works his way, out of that line of sight, and we'll get a poke at him. But looks like a good dog. Well, we had to wait for that coyote to get out of the line of sight with the house. He moved to head the hill as a backdrop. And then
Then all I kept getting was shots of his butts and his head, but my shot and my cameraman, trusty Jason there, says that we got a coyote down. I'll tell you, this federal 55 grain ammo, savage gun, Bushnell, that is just a bad pill of medicine for coyotes.
Well, here we go. This is number 2 dog for the BC boys. We just figured out it was about a 250-yard shot, and I want to throw a real big thank you out to Primos. The shooting sticks on a distance shot like this are absolutely important. We're using the Gen 2 Primos shooting sticks. Yesterday you got that beautiful dog at about 125 yards. I got mine today at about 250.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the Mickey.
All right, Team BC.
Lethbridge College proudly presents Conservation Connection.
Thank you for joining us again here at Conservation Connection at Lethbridge College. Today I have Terry Kowalczyk, Dean of Environmental Sciences, and today we're going to talk a little bit about harvest management and hunting access. Terry, can you expand on that a little bit for us?
Sure, no problem, Ken. One of the things that we have in wildlife populations is excess in populations. So in order to do that, we need to harvest them. And one of the ways to harvest them is to increase hunter success. Hunter success is tied to access to land and opportunities to hunt. So having good relations with landowners is really important.
And how do you go about doing that?
Well, the first thing we do is figure out where the animals are that we want to hunt. Yeah. So scouting. You're on the road. You're out with glassing the area, finding where birds are, where deer are. That's the first step. Secondly, is figuring out who owns the property, using property ownership maps, talking to some of the folks in the area, the neighbors. They can tell you who owns it, who rents it, or who leases it. Really important to figure that part out. The third part is getting permission. Talk to the landowner, ask them if they allow hunting. If they do, can you hunt? And getting permission. Following up with some information. Who's going to be there? When are you going to be there? Where are you going to be parking your vehicle? And what does your vehicle look like? Just so they know who's out on their land. And then the final piece, and really most important, is following up after the hunt. Going in there, talking to the landowner, thanking him, whether the hunt was successful or not. It really goes a long way to laying the groundwork for future opportunities to hunt.
You bet, Terry. That's some great information, and I do it all the time myself. Respecting the landowners and their land is crucial to continuing to hunt in those areas and harvest those animals. So now let's get back to some more Bushnell's trigger effect. Well, we're all set up. We're kind of on the leeward side of a small bush, overlooking some pasture land here. There's lots of coyote sign around here. There's lots of tracks and stuff, so we're gonna just settle in for a few minutes. Then I'll fire up the alpha dog and see if we can't yodel in some of these coyotes.
More Bushnell's trigger effect after these important messages.
The Primos Alpha Dog is loaded with 75 individual sounds and 6 full-length expert hunts from Predator Master Randy Anderson. These expert hunts are 10 to 20-minute calling sequences that are proven to bring coyotes in. Just push the button, and the Alpha Dog does all the calling for you. This season, take the guesswork out of speaking the language with the Alpha Dog from Primos.
Without patience, hard work, and a little bit of luck, you won't see him. And without Rain Guard HD, you're not ready. Even in the most extreme conditions, Bushnell's patented permanent lens coating repels moisture and fog for a clear view when lesser optics are dead in the water. Ready for any weather you are. Rain Guard HD, only from Bushnell.
Welcome back to Bushnell's trigger effect.
When he disappears, you're gonna have to shift. Okay.
one finally showed up right at last, well, not quite last night, but pretty close. He was coming way around us, and I just spotted him coming in between an opening. Then he disappeared and he showed up again. He finally crossed frozen slough and got shooting range, and we got him.
Good job, buddy. It's another windy sit for the Team Manitoba, but we tied it up the other day when Ryan shot that really nice coyote. I know Dean and Jason are out right now, so we got to get one, maybe two ahead of them now to close the distance. So.
You on him? Yeah. You still on him? Yeah, I'm still on him.
Look at that coyote. That is a big, healthy Manitoba coyote. Well, looks like Team Manitoba just took the lead in the East-West Coyote Challenge. I know Dean and Jason are out right now, but I think we got this wrapped up there, Ryan.
I think so.
These are big, big coyotes. We got lots of them out here. I don't know if I can handle this cold anymore. We have to move somewhere warm. That is a nice big coyote. Boy, he's gonna be tough to drag back to the truck. Anyhow, let's go and see how Dean and Jason are doing out in BC. Team Manitoba, 3-2, Coyote Challenge. So hopefully they're getting some action too. So let's get out of here.
I got a range on him at 300, and I mean, ballistically, this gun should have dropped a little bit, but boy, this thing is a laser beam, and it just, I was just over his back, right where I was aiming. I mean, I had about an inch over his back, and I put that one right over his back, so.
Well, with Jason's miss, it looks like Team BC just couldn't close that one dog gap. Better luck next year to Dean and Jason, and a huge congrats to Kit and Ryan for edging out Team BC. However, the important win here is reducing the predator populations to prevent livestock predation conflicts. Now, make sure you come back next week for some more hunting action with Bushnell's Trigger Effect. Canadian Wild Turkey Federation is a proud conservation partner of Bushnell's Trigger Effect. Taxidermy services for Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Welcome to another exciting episode of
Jason and I headed out. We were contacted.
Beautiful sunny day, no wind, and my phone just binged. Did you hear that? It's in my pocket. I guess I better shut that off before I go set up for coyotes.
And two adults, well, four adults, we figured to a minimum there's at least sex. Where's my mind?
This has been a Thunder Boys production.